everybody, and welcome to this episode of True Crime Time for Wednesday, February 5th, 1970. Actually, 2025, but it is my birthday.
Yay!
Hey.
I would sing happy birthday, but everybody's ears would hurt.
This is true.
Or we would get a major contract and I wouldn't be able to do all of my other real life real crime
leave
duties.
Me for all those rich people in Beverly Hills.
Well, they would be coming to be with me. I wouldn't leave you for anything.
But they coming to be with you. It's the same thing.
They would be knocking on the door and you'd have to like get the gun out and say, get away from my wife.
Guns, plural. I used to have 2 guns right here. Now
you still do have 2 guns.
Now they're
just more.
Now I got buffalo wings. Buffalo wings, bingo wings. All right. Well, you know what? It is time.
How does it feel to be 55?
It's just like it felt to be 54.
Really?
And probably, hopefully, like it's going to feel to be 64.
I'm going to just share a really quick anecdote.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anecdote's the correct term, but, years before Facebook.
For the people who call you stupid, they don't know you have 2 college degrees.
It's true. But the years before Facebook, and my mom still lived in Clinton, I would always drive by your childhood home and go, I wonder what Woody's doing. Like, I wonder where Woody is. I wonder if he's even alive.
Yeah, right.
And then internet came and I, of course, looked up Woody Overton and a judge in Atlanta, Georgia would always come up. Not of the same color as you. And I was like, okay, well, I can't figure out where Woody is. I guess he's gone. And I didn't really maintain contact with like April. It was just, I was living in Texas. She was living wherever. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I think I would have heard if he would have passed. So
I hope
then.
you would have heard if I passed.
Huh?
I hope you would have heard if I passed.
I hope so too. But I was like, okay. And I was married, so it wasn't like I was like out there doing some PI work, whatever. Right. So Facebook came and April sent me a friend request and then she said, you need to send a friend request to Woody. And I wish that I had that comment still because I said, he's still alive.
Can't kill bad grass.
It's like if there was one person that was living on the edge,
I'll tell you what.
It was, and still does.
I know. And I said all those years, I didn't think I was going to see 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, now 55.
55.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And then little did we know we were crossing paths so much. Like you would go to Laredo. I lived in Laredo.
Yeah. I would go through Laredo.
Well, you would still go to Laredo.
To Mexico. Yeah.
I was still in the same place.
That's right. I might have passed you on the street. You might not have known.
I might not have.
2 ships passing in the night.
And look at us now.
Shipwrecks hidden every day. 2 Titanics. The Titanic and the euthanasia or whatever the other one was.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's get on some true crime time for Wednesday, February 5th, 2025.
Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
I'm going to start off with a really great story of a woman who killed her rideshare driver.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know that any more rideshare drivers get killed than taxi drivers used to.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
truly don't have a clue. I was just made that up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So a woman in Arizona is charged with the murder of her rideshare driver. Apparently, during their ride, which I don't understand, he tried to rape her. He's driving the car and he tries to rape her.
For killing him, if that happened.
Right. And he stops the vehicle and they're running around and she gets back in the car and runs over him. So he's 74 and she's 31.
He's 74 and he's trying to rape her?
Yeah.
He's
chasing her around the car and then she gets in the car and runs him over. And so, of course, they believe through surveillance footage and witness testimony that Spalding, which is the female, Jordan Spalding, went back into the car and repeatedly ran over the driver. His name is Webster.
Took his car and ran
she took his car and ran over him.
There you go.
And officers, when they responded to the scene, found Webster on the ground with obviously signs of trauma. And when they announced him dead, of course, at the hospital, there was no evidence of attempted rape of Webster. So I don't know.
Don't those things have like cameras in them or something? Most of them?
I guess. I don't know. So she's been charged with second-degree murder and being held on a $1 million bond.
$1 million.
So I just can't imagine. First, he's 74. That doesn't mean he's not sexually active, but he's driving a vehicle. So how is he attempting to rape her while driving the vehicle?
It sounds like the plot shall thicken on that one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I don't know either.
Interesting.
But he's not here anymore.
You know, I don't know. If you shot somebody even accidentally, we pretty much, I can't say that. I have taken people to jail where the shooting was probably accidental, but you took them to jail anyway. They may have got a low bond.
Yeah.
But not like if a brother shot a brother or some shit like that. I mean, kids and stuff. So,
my daddy used to tell me because he would travel a lot and leave me at home taking care of the house.
Don't shoot yourself.
No, he would tell me, he would say, if someone comes to the door and they're jiggling the handle, they're trying to get in, they open the door, you take that gun and you shoot them, and then you drag them over the threshold. Yeah,
that's true. I've heard that. I heard that. There's a lot of people who let go. That one lady, dude was climbing in through her. I should tell this story. And I will get back to her original real life, real crime stories on Saturday when we get done with Scorch with State versus Peterson. But her husband was deceased, and she had a man that did like yard work and wood board, lived way in the country. And she had this really cool firebox where you put the firewood on the outside and it covered it up, and you could open it from the inside like a trap door, and you could just get your firewood, throw it in the fireplace. Yeah. Well, she woke up and heard something in the middle of the night, and the dude was climbing through the firebox. Yeah. And she always had a pistol, unbeknownst to his dumb ass. Mm-hmm. And she went down there. I'm not going to say her name. She went down there and she saw him. He was like, no. And then said her name. Don't shoot me, because she had the pistol. Yeah. Said, don't shoot me. But he was still climbing in the house, and she unloaded him his ass and killed him. Well, did she get charged? Nope. Yeah. And that is what it is, right? Yeah. So we did a TikTok video. We did go look up real life, real crime. We got some asshole that's copying our shit. So you see our emblem. I mean, this dude on TikTok copied our real life, real crime emblem and everything else. And I sent him a nasty message or whatever. I don't know if it's still up, but it's real life, real crime. You'll see a bunch of videos of me. So we did one the other day of 10 seconds of the first crawfish boil when all of Wisconsin was in, and it probably had like 11,000 downloads. And it's the one that I put the least effort into. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Cindy put it up because I don't really know how to do that too well, but it's a common thing, and what hits, right? Yeah. And, we had one that had almost 300,000 downloads. So go check it out if you want to see some funny stuff and cooking and hunting, stuff like that. We put up one the other day from the hog hunt, how we removed the beast, and I won't tell you about it because evidently Facebook, they deemed it. Yeah. I said TikTok. They deemed it sensitive, and then they 2 hours later took it down. Yeah. And I mean, we both knew that was going to happen. I didn't want to post it, but you told me to rather than have an argument. I knew it was going to come down anyway, so I just posted it. I figured we'd just test the old TikTok water. Woody Overton. Push China. The limits. Got to push the limit a little bit, see what TikTok's going to do after all that stuff, after they got banned and stuff, right? And, they might have had a new outtake on bloody ass hogs being dragged down the road, grading the road. But I mean, hypothetically, you never know what's going to happen and what's not going to happen on TikTok. No, that's true. Let me tell you what happened on TikTok. Okay. So this dude, he was in the snowy area. It was in Texas, actually, I guess, when our snowstorm came through. And he goes outside and, when I lived in Tennessee, we had like ice scrapers and shit for your windshield because, the ice would be too thick. Yeah, like they do in Wisconsin. And way up north of there, they have like engine plugs on their engines to plug them in at night to keep them from freezing.
Interesting.
That's fucking cold.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't.
So this dude goes outside and he's got like, with so much snow, we had the most snow I've ever seen in my entire life. We had 10 inches. And he goes outside. He has some snow in his car. You know what he did? Yeah, well, you won't believe this shit.
Peed on it?
Oh, it's much better than that. Not better so this dude decides he got to get the snow off his car.
Okay.
Must be one of these federal employees has to return to work now. He
drove and slammed on his brakes?
Nope. Better than that.
Okay.
He gets his baby out and used the baby to wipe the snow off the car. And he's 25 years old. And he's not been publicly identified by police yet. This is in Port Arthur, Texas, and the police chief is Timothy DeRussio. And in the video, which was published online, the man clears off the snow-covered car windows with what looks like a bundled up baby.
What?
So the chief told the local KFDM that he believes that the baby is real and less than 1 year old. So the cops do what cops do, and they say like, what the fuck? And they went over there to check on that baby. And they went to the apartment and knocked on the door, and they found out the baby is okay. And they said, it's a sad situation. I know a lot of people go to social media and they're looking for clicks. But this is not a deal where you should put a baby on the windshield, right? So they called Child Protective Services and they confirmed that they are investigating the incident. And like I said, no charges have been filed yet, but he can be charged with child endangerment and all that. They're going to turn over the case to the DA. What the fuck? Okay. If you're just such a fucking shithead, you're going to use your kid to wipe snow off your windshield?
For clicks?
No. Let me finish. You're going to use your baby, even though it's in a blanket or whatever, right? The baby might be convenient. You're going to use it to wipe the snow off. I don't understand that. But who in the fuck is going to film it and put it on for the world to see?
I'm in shock.
I put some stupid shit on TikTok. I send you some stupid shit, but not involving babies.
That would be like putting Ember.
What? To TikTok and put a baby on there and we can't shoot a hog? Or actually, I don't even think the shooting was on there. It was just dragging the hogs out.
Yeah, and there was blood. Yeah.
There will be blood.
I'm in complete...
That's it. That's all I got.
I don't understand.
Dude used his baby of less than 1 year old to wipe snow from his windshield. And some asshole, I guess in his family, filmed it and thought it was funny enough to put on TikTok. There you go. Love it. That should be if I knew it was his baby, I'd have made it an effed up family.
Well, no matter whose, but yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
That blows my whole mind. Not just half of it. Like my whole mind's blown.
Yeah. That doesn't take a lot. I'm teasing. It's my birthday. I get away with you today, right?
It's not really your birthday. Then if you take today as your birthday to get in a few, then on your actual birthday.
It is my birthday on the recording. Yeah, we're recording it a little bit early. Oh, I gotta go to grass again. Shit, another plane crash. Philadelphia, and people lost their lives, and it's horrible. And they've got the tower recordings and big ball of fire, and they'll all be dead. And that's 2 in a couple of days.
Scary.
Yeah. It is what it's going to happen, but they say murders for us and rapes and stuff like that used to always come in threes. I hope there's not a third plane crash.
I hope there's not either.
What are the chances you go for however long in the United States and don't have one, and you have 2 in 2 days?
Well, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there on what's going on.
I'm sure there are, but they're not in this room.
No, I'm just saying. On TikTok, you can see all the conspiracy theories.
TikTok, you can evidently wipe your baby ass on the snow on the windshield.
Uh-huh.
So, Your turn.
Well, I just noticed something. I don't know if you can notice anything about my shirt that I have on.
Okay, see, that's always a loaded question.
Yeah.
Because if I say, yeah, I did, then you're going to say you didn't say anything about it. If I say, no, I didn't, you're going to say you never noticed anything.
Yeah.
So I'm not answering.
Is there something that I always talk to WL about with his shirts?
I refrain from answering that question.
Is there something that I always talk about WL doing with his shirts?
I couldn't tell if that shirt's on backwards or not.
It's on backwards.
Well, you're turning it around now. Oh, now it says Real Life Real Crime. Okay, well, the back of the studio, you can see Real Life Real Crime.
Walgreens.
The back of the studio can see my Real Life Real Crime on my shirt. Now I could see it on your back.
I was sitting here, I was like, something's itching me. And I looked down and it was the tag. I literally went to Walgreens like this.
Yeah, I've never seen a TikTok of the studio because we have AI machine guns. And if you don't have Real Life Real Crime one, you get blown apart.
That's true. And we also have snake skins.
Yeah, that's true too. You can't make that shit up. Genetics can be beautiful. Maybe you got your mom's eyes or her great skin. But genetics can also be a nightmare. I hear friends say, I got my mom's belly and love handles. Don't let genetics be the thing that holds you back from getting the body you deserve. Check out the Permanent Solutions by SONO BELLO. Our friends at SONO BELLO are offering you their best deal. You're now included in their winter savings event, but appointments are limited. So please make your appointment today. SONO BELLO doctors are masters in micro laser fat removal. What is micro fat laser removal? Micro laser fat removal is a brilliant technique that removes stubborn fat permanently. Tummy, love handles, thighs, arms, wherever your problem areas are, the fat is gone in one comfortable visit. Eating healthy and workouts are great. Keep doing that. But if you want to lose that stubborn fat in one visit, check out SONO BELLO. Save big during their winter savings event. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/RLRC. That's SONOBELLO.com/RLRC.
This episode is sponsored by MIDI Health.
MIDI Health is here to change the way women experience menopause care. As a husband, I've seen my wife Cindy navigate the challenges of menopause, and it hasn't been easy. Keeping up with her symptoms while feeling dismissed by traditional healthcare providers was tough for her. It was disheartening to hear the doctors say it was all in her head or to just focus on diet and exercise. I learned that many healthcare providers lack training in menopause, which is shocking. 80% of OBGYNs report they are untrained in this critical area, and 75% feel uncomfortable discussing it with their patients. Thank goodness Cindy found MIDI. MIDI is a virtual care clinic dedicated to truly seeing, hearing, and understanding women's experiences. It was created by women for women, and they accept insurance in all 50 states. Getting started is simple. She visited www.trymidi.com/real, set up her account, and entered her insurance information and shared her symptoms. She was able to choose a convenient time to meet her clinician. During the virtual visit, she discussed her symptoms and health history in detail with a nurse practitioner trained in perimenopause, menopause, and weight management. If she needs any tests like blood work or imaging, they help coordinate it with a local facility that accepts her insurance. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now she can follow her treatment plan and schedule follow-up visits. MIDI even collaborates with her other doctors for in-person treatment if necessary. Best of all, there are no hidden costs, no membership fees, and MIDI bills your insurance directly. MIDI also offers fantastic products, including compound semaglutide and estriol face cream, which Cindy loves. This prescription skincare product is designed to improve skin elasticity, hydration, and texture, addressing those frustrating changes related to estrogen decline. So if you're ready to take charge of your midlife health, go to www.trymidi.com/real. That's www.trymidi.com/real to schedule a virtual visit. Join more than 200,000 women who love and trust MIDI for their midlife care. Y'all use my code SAFE15 to get $15 off your first RX product when you book your visit.
Literally.
I made the AI shut up, obviously, but it's your turn.
Okay. Well, mother decided to kill her daughter.
All right. It's time for Family Matters.
A Maryland woman.
Maryland
woman.
Maryland Terrapins.
Has killed her daughter, who's 11 years old. Her name is London.
Okay.
She wanted to teach London about lying.
Right.
And in the process, she killed her. And her 4 pets.
4 pets.
4 pets. Kiana Dillon, who is 34, is facing first-degree murder charges in connection with the death of her 11-year-old daughter, London Olson.
Okay.
Officers were called to the Middle River home around 12 p.m. on Thursday, January 23rd. Inside the home, officers discovered the body of London, a dog, 2 cats, and a rabbit, all dead.
All right.
Dillon told police she attacked her daughter. She admitted she killed the 4 animals to show London what would happen to her if she didn't tell the truth.
Polygraph would have been much better.
A ligature mark was found on London's neck, and Dillon's 5-year-old daughter, because there's other kids in the house as usual,
Always, right.
told the police that her mom beat the pets with a hammer the night before she killed London. So officers tried to speak to London, but she displayed very erratic behavior, including exclamations about exposing child sex rings, transsexuals.
I was going to say that, sad as it is, I really, really, really hope it's a true mental case, because I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, the animals are bad enough, but your own daughter.
Right. And so she goes on her like the child sex rings, transsexuals, proud boys. And she just, acted so erratically that they really couldn't continue the conversation. And she just kept saying groups are trying to set her up.
I wonder if it was a long history of mental illness or short, brief, sucking a glass dick on a meth pipe. I
don't know, but there was 3 other children in the home that were unharmed. And she's, of course, being held without bond. It's just, why again?
I gotta find out. Does Maryland have the death penalty? It would shock me if they did.
I found this on the web.
So, no, they do not. It was abolished on May 2nd, 2013. But it was used from June the 20th of 1638.
Yeah.
So was that 17, 18, 19, 300 some years later decided it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know.
Killing's bad.
Killing is bad. Not everyone obviously deserves it unless it's like that dude who got the baby out of his wife's belly. I did a story on and how on that shit that says do not smoke, used for potpourri or whatever. And
bath salt things.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. This one is, I would do as an effed up professional. I don't even know what to fucking call this.
Okay.
All right. So we go to Michigan. Now this involves a lot of shit that I'm interested in and have studied on and everything else, including podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
So in Michigan, there's a priest, and I don't know, they don't really say if it's Catholicism. I assume it is, because the Catholic Church, believe it or not, actually recognizes exorcisms for very, very extreme cases, right? And they have priests who are experts at that, and they go do it and get the devil out. But there's a lot of shit. They debunk a lot of stuff, the mental illnesses and everything else. And, I read some stuff on it. I found it interesting. At one time, when I practiced Catholicism and I was a young boy, I wanted to be a priest.
Yes, you did.
And if I'd have been a priest, I would have wanted to do exorcisms.
Oh, yeah. That would be like your cold cases. Yeah.
That's a war, right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to save a soul. According to them, y'all, I don't know what religion you believe in. Don't care. I have a relationship, not a religion now. But this dude, he's a priest in Michigan. And He's also a podcast host.
Interesting.
Yes, absolutely. This dude got it going on, right? And his name is Father Carlos Martins, and he's from Detroit. He's the host of the Exorcist Files podcast and author of a book of the same title. He got charged with misdemeanor battery in Illinois.
For beating somebody?
You would not fucking believe when I tell you what this idiot did.
Okay.
Actually, it was just for misdemeanor battery.
Okay.
All right. But he's denied the allegations. But that. So the prosecutor in Will County, Illinois said in a January 22nd criminal complaint that Martins, the priest, placed the hair of a minor in his mouth in an insulting, provoking nature. Now, you might ask yourself, what the fuck does that mean? Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So the alleged incident took place when Martins, the priest, was visiting the Queen of the Apostles Parish in Joliet. Wait, y'all, if you're not familiar with Catholicism, their districts, they call them parishes. Like in Louisiana, we actually have parishes instead of counties, but the Catholic parishes are all over the United States. So he's visiting the Queen of the Apostles Parish in Joliet in November as part of the Relic of St. Jude's nationwide American tour, which is directed by Martin's evangelist religious ministry, the Treasures of the Church.
Okay.
I don't know what that means either. So there was this male teenager, and he's waiting in line. Must have been a good little boy. He's waiting in line to see the relic, right? That's famous show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not mistaken, every altar, as I know we're going to get a lot of put back by this, every altar in a Catholic church has some type of relic. It may be a bone or something. I don't know. From like a saint or something in it.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I don't think most people do that. And that may have changed in 30 years, but there's something like that. So I studied a bunch of religions. But this young kid, he wants to see the relic of St. Jude's, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And he's waiting in line. He said that Martin, the priest, he's bald. Okay.
Okay.
And he was making jokes about having hair before he went bald, obviously.
People do.
And he grabbed one of the 13-year-old girls that was waiting in line, grabbed her hair and put it in his mouth. He then proceeded to make a flossing motion with the hair.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. He later allegedly sat down behind the girl in the pew and started making growling noises.
What?
I'm just telling you what they said.
I think he needs to be exorcised.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. So following the alleged incident, the Diocese of Joliet ordered Martins to depart from our parish and out of the diocese, per a November statement. Now, Martin was taken into custody on the morning of January 27th and charged with battery. That would have been assault here, but it's different in different states. And that was according to the Joliet police. And he pled not guilty and was released on a notice to appear. Now, stick with me because I'm going to give you a little bit of knowledge from the college. So the Companions of the Cross, which is a religious order to which treasures of the church belong. Now, it's become as a treasure of the church that it's got to be tested like a billion times. They take that shit very serious.
Yeah.
So they said that Martins had agreed to withdraw from his pastoral ministry. He must have a successful podcast. So I have to look up his listen score. They said, we pray for all those who are affected by this painful situation. Now, a spokesperson for the Archdiocese of Detroit says Martin is prohibited from engaging in any public ministry within the Archdiocese. Martin's attorney, Ms. Marcella Burke, said in a statement that the charges against him were egregious and unfounded. So the evidence will show that Father Carlos did not floss with a student's hair or growl. Among other completely false and repulsive accusations, this is a takedown of a good priest and an attempted shakedown of the church. We are confident in the legal process and look forward to our client being fully exonerated. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure that church was full of people. And they wouldn't have arrested him had they not gathered. I mean, it took months, obviously, to arrest him. They made the complaint. I'm sure they're talking about, let's see what the listen score is. They have a listen score of 64 and top 0.05%. So he's doing really well for himself.
Yeah.
Y'all listen scores is what you can go look up any podcast, and the lower the global rank, which ours I think is 0.
0.01.
So ours is even better than his. Yeah. I mean, ours is as high as you can get, but what's their listen score?
It's in the 70s.
Okay. And so the higher the listen score, the better, and the lower the global rank, the better. But he's doing well for himself. Yeah, he's hanging in there. Yeah. And now I guess he gets to go full-time podcasting.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it's a shakedown of the church. Come on, man. It's not, well, I mean, fuck that. If he had flossed one of our teenage daughters' hair when they were teenagers, he might have got, and I don't know. Putting him over like Three Stooges did. Remember that bald head on Curly? Motherfucker. Touched my daughter's hair and then growl at her?
What kind of growl was it? Like,
All right, that's too much.
That would be Woody Overton sitting behind a hot girl in church going,
Woody Overton has long since been retired. I don't think I ever growled at anybody in church.
Did you ever growl at anybody? Okay, don't answer that.
No,
question.
I don't know. I have to think about that. I'm sure I probably have.
I don't want you to have the memory if you did, because it wasn't me.
That's what you say. All right, teasing. 55-year-old men don't growl and play PlayStation until midnight.
Or 4 a.m.
Or 4 a.m. I was going to cut myself some slack. It is football, though. Trying to manage a franchise, man. Give me a break.
Yeah. I have no words for that.
I feel like I'm 18. I don't know what.
Mentally, yeah.
I feel like a kid. So I feel like I'm a kid, but you go ahead and tell us the next story.
All right. Well, I have
It's time for Effed Up Professionals.
Okay, so we're going to Greenwood, Indiana.
Greenwood, Indiana?
Yes.
I think about, and you know this, every time I hear a city, especially a city or a town that I haven't been to or state, I immediately think about what kind of hunting and fishing they have. Yeah. I do not know what they have in Greenwood, Indiana.
Yeah. Well, I have another story today that you actually might be very curious about. Is hunting of an animal that I didn't know would be a part of a certain area.
Well, I'm curious about your story now.
I know. So goodness gracious. I know our children are different, but if you were a daycare worker, and I know that's like out of your realm of thought process, because you're not a daycare, you're not a person that would be a daycare worker. But what could a child do to you to make you slap them?
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing. I mean, they can bite me and do whatever. Kids are going to be kids.
What if someone spit at you?
I've been spit on many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if you're a grown-ass person, you probably got punched in the mouth.
So a 31-year-old her name is Joyce Perkins. She was charged with battery on a person under 14 years old. Okay. In connection with a November 2024 incident at Kitty Academy in Greenwood, Indiana. And I think Kitty Academy is like one of those,
national things.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So.
Or maybe it's just a lot of people name their shit that or something.
Maybe.
But I see one in my head, I get
me too.
Almost like but it's like balloons on it. Kitty Academy.
Oh, okay. When police showed up to the scene, they looked at the surveillance video because everybody these days, people watch their kids at daycares these days. Right. So this woman, not thinking, a kid comes up and spits at her and she literally slaps him. And so, of course, they arrest her. It was a 2-year-old kid that spit on her.
She should have been arrested. Fuck her.
Exactly. And she said, I had to smack him because he spit all in my face.
Okay.
And Perkins.
It's not your grown ass sister to spit in your face.
Right.
Yeah. It's a 2-year-old. They hear public service announcement. If you work in a daycare, you may get spit on, bit, pissed on, shit on, changing a diaper, whatever, hazards of the job.
But it's okay. She says it's not a big deal.
Not that she slapped the kid, it's not a big deal?
No, because he didn't cry.
Oh.
He didn't cry or nothing. She says he didn't cry or nothing.
Well, okay, so y'all, all she had to do was she could have just shot him in the fucking head and killed him, and as long as he didn't cry,
you cry is all good.
All good.
That's literally what her response was. He didn't cry or nothing. Like, I love the English used. She was fired from the daycare, and the state licensing authority conducted a thorough investigation of the daycare and responded appropriately to every possible measure within control.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it that people have jobs.
Yeah.
Right. And I always said there is no bad job. I mean, I'm not talking about rapists and murderers and shit or murderers, but I don't care if you're bagging groceries, daycare worker, doctor, lawyer, whatever. You got a job, good for you. Right. So person who owns the daycare is the one getting fucked.
Exactly.
Right. They hire this person in good faith. I'm sure they presented themselves correctly.
Yes.
And I've been taking care of kids, whatever. And, hey, we give our kids the best care and everything. But right there in the rule book, it says, hey, you're totally fine if the kid spits in your face to knock the fuck out of them.
Absolutely. Because as long as they don't cry.
No worries. Cause I pay enough insurance as it is, cause I'm going to get the shit suit out of me for hiring you. And I mean, I hate it for the kid, or the kid, to be honest. If it was my kid, all she had to do is call me and I took it out. I would have beat the shit out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
not beat the shit.
I wouldn't have slapped it in the face, but I would have done what my daddy did to me. How about that?
Absolutely. And this actually reminded me of something that's been going on TikTok, which is strange that TikTok allowed it, like immediately taking down the hog video.
And take down a baby's ass on the windshield.
There is a whole other world of TikTok of people that work at old folks' homes and they are dancing and twerking, and you can hear the people in the residents going, ooh, give me some more. Oh, shake that booty, shake it harder, come closer. There's another woman that has made a whole name for herself. Literally, so the guy, people are sitting in their wheelchairs and she is standing up by them with her feet on the handles, and she is literally gyrating on their heads. And this is on TikTok. And not being taken down. I'm
at a loss for words.
I forgot.
Do they suit? I mean, she goes to different homes and does this. So she got a mobile van that says,
I think people don't know that she's doing it. I don't.
Well, you know.
I mean, I'm saying this is now the only reason why I know is because some influencer, like the person that found us and promoted us because of the sleepovers. Yeah, she's like,
next time you find one like that, you let me know and I'm going to get on there. I'll get on TikTok and call that bitch out.
Yeah. So her videos have now been taken down since it's been called to whatever, but there's other videos of other people
when you find something nefarious like that, I'll put some Woody Overton on it.
Okay.
And then
I will.
We'll let the whole world know.
Yeah.
What we think about idiots like that.
Yeah.
Have you heard of mood.com? They sell federally legal cannabis gummies. Everything you'd expect from a dispensary, and ship it right to your door. 0 pants required. I'm serious. You can now get high quality, 100% federally legal cannabis products delivered right to your door without ever leaving your couch. And you can get $30 off your first order at mood.com/RLRC with promo code RLRC. Mood partners with small American farms to bring you amazing high-potency THC gummies, home-baked cookies, top-shelf flour, vapes, and more. And third-party lab-tested, backed by a 100-day guarantee. No dispensary lines. Just clean, quality, 100% federally legal THC from the farms to your couch. Best of all, not only is every Mood product backed by a 100-day satisfaction guarantee, but as I mentioned, listeners get $30 off their first order with code RLRC. So head to mood.com/RLRC, check out their online dispensary, and let Mood help you discover your perfect mood. And don't forget to use promo code RLRC when you check out to save $30 on your first order. Are you ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Look no further than Factor. Factor offers chef-made gourmet meals that are dietitian approved and can be heated and enjoyed in just 2 minutes. Perfect for fueling your body and feeling great, no matter what life throws your way. Factor makes it easy to eat well and stick to your nutritional goals. Factor delivers fresh, fully prepared meals right to your doorstep, making it ideal for anyone with an active, busy lifestyle like my family. Are you looking to shed a few pounds? With Factor, you can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals. This is based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, although results will vary depending on individual diet and exercise. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's simple to find meals tailored to your specific goals. You can choose preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto, ensuring there's something for everyone. Factor helps me feel my best all day long, and it can help you too. Factor offers wholesome smoothies, delicious breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and so much more. Their variety makes it easy to stick to your nutrition goals without feeling deprived. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and helps my family stay on track with our health goals, making healthy eating not just achievable, but enjoyable. Recently, I had Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice. Imagine tender, juicy chicken thighs, perfectly seared and sauteed to golden perfection. Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice dish brings together rich, earthy flavors that will satisfy your cravings and leave your taste buds dancing with delight. This gourmet meal features succulent chicken thighs paired with a savory mushroom sauce that's bursting with goodness. It's complemented by a hearty serving of fluffy wild rice, expertly seasoned to enhance the flavors of chicken. Each bite is a harmonious blend of textures, tender meat, creamy mushrooms, and wholesome grains. Ready in just 2 minutes, this dish is not only easy to prepare, but also nourishing, providing you with the fuel you need to tackle your day. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent on the go, or just someone who appreciates a home-cooked meal without the hassle, Factor guarantees convenience and taste. So why wait? Treat yourself to a culinary delight with Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice, the perfect balance of flavor, nutrition, and simplicity. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/RLRC50off and use code RLRC50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code RLRC50off at factormeals.com/RLRC50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. So, I got to do this and then we're going to end it for the day. Let's go back to Michigan again, where the old exorcist priest from likes to floss with teenage hair and growl at them. But this is way more serious. And a Michigan woman is in custody after she set her house on fire.
Okay.
With her 3 children inside. It's time for Family Matters. So we're going to go to Michigan. And a woman has got her some silver bracelets on. She's in custody after she set her house on fire.
Okay.
All right. With her 3 children inside, killing her 12-year-old daughter. Now, wait, it gets worse. But the victim, Shamia Stewart, died 2 days after the attack in her Grand Rapids, Michigan home. To me, that's a 2-day murder, right? And burned to death, fuck that. I've worked this cases are horrible. Her siblings, a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, both survived. Wait until I tell you what happened. Their mom, 46-year-old Raconda Singleton, was arrested on Saturday, January 25th in connection to the incident and escorted to the Kent County court records. Singleton, this is where it gets twisted. Singleton allegedly removed 7 fire alarms from the home before setting it on fire Saturday morning.
Premeditation for sure.
What?
She can't say she's crazy.
I can't, when the fire alarm battery gets low, I can't get a sledgehammer to get that fucker off. Exactly. She took 7 of them out. But anyway, she took them out. And this, according to AP Fox 17 and Wood TV, but also the Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom And anyway, the fire alarms were found ringing inside a pillowcase in the backyard.
That's disgusting.
And according to police in a preliminary report, it appears that Singleton was allegedly trying to prevent the children from coming out of the house. So she takes the shit out, sets it on fire, and I'm holding the door. You can't get out.
Yeah.
Burn. Look at her face. What? So as the fire spread and the girls began screaming for help, Singleton allegedly stood outside the home watching the house burn. The carnage, police said. During questioning, Singleton told investigators she was the one who set the fire. And this according to Wood TV and the AP. Singleton stated she used lighter fluid and a lighter and started the fire in the bathroom on the second floor. Singleton then moved to the living room and put the lighter fluid on the couch and started on fire. Singleton admitted doing all this knowing that her children were asleep in the home. Her 2 other children survived the attack and were released from the hospital soon afterward. They got a GoFundMe set up for little Shamia and her siblings and her father to process the loss. And her family claims that the surviving girls were able to escape after the 10-year-old grabbed her younger sister and jumped to safety.
I was wondering why they didn't go.
What a little hero.
She set the first floor on fire and they're trapped.
But Shamia was asleep throughout the fire.
Yeah.
God, I have photo memories right now. Baby in the crib, cracked up like a burnt marshmallow. That's what it looks like. But it says she's being remembered for her feisty spirit, having been born less than 2 pounds, and she spent her first 4 months in the NICU. Said Shamia was a fighter from the day she was born and fought to the very end. She grew to be a loving young lady who loved music, loved to dance, and loved her electronics. Now, Mom was initially charged with 1 count of first-degree arson, 3 counts of child abuse. Now, when Shamia died, she caught a murder charge as well.
She didn't get attempted murder? I tuned out because
she had 3 counts of attempted murder and arson. But remember, it took two days for Shamia to die. Hey, there's no crying on my birthday. It took Shamia 2 days to die, and that's it.
That's sick.
I'm not gonna read any more of those if you're gonna cry. You're a crime reporter now. You gotta be tough.
But this is the last one you're reading today anyway.
That's true.
So,
that's it. So that's it. Hate to end it on a Debbie Downer note. God bless little Shamia and her siblings and everybody that survived. Fuck her mama.
That's a whole level of just
evil.
Evil.
All right. Enough evil for the day.
Yes.
Hashtag Justice for Haley on Fridays.
Yes.
Real Life, Real Crime on Saturdays. Yes. Right now, State versus Scott Peterson, and this, the numbers are there every single week. It grows. I don't know why I know why, because they fucked this case up so bad. It scores.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and all the things that nobody's ever told you before. And that's why it's so long, because there's so much to tell. But that's there. And then Cindy and I are laying down True Crime Time for Wednesday, February 5th in this case. And before we go, thank you. Before we go, was it yesterday we talked about Miranda or Monday?
I think it was Monday.
So y'all, we have this friend, Dr. Miranda, right?
Yes.
And she legit, right after I got to know her, I have double thyroid disease.
Yep.
And most people don't know that, but she's been managing my blood work for years, and she'll call me at 9:30 at night because she's doing so much different stuff and just one of our nearest and dearest. But Cindy and I don't just talk the talk, we walk it. And when it comes to feeling our absolute best, one place we trust, Flourish Hormone Replacement, right here in southeastern Louisiana. From hormone pellets to O shots, P shots, and even weight loss solutions. They've helped us transform our health It's like having a concierge doctor who actually listens and takes care of everything. If you're tired of feeling run down, sluggish, or just not yourself, Flourish can help. Call them today and tell them that Woody and Cindy sent you. And y'all, they have clinics now in Denham Springs and Hammond. And we were actually, I'm going to tell them myself, we were over there this morning and my right ass cheek hurts because I got some pellets.
My butt doesn't hurt because I have so much junk in my trunk.
I'm not touching that. You literally got some junk in your trunk because they shoved some pellets in today. But there's so much, y'all, and we're going to post it in the show notes. Yeah, I believe I know what the pellets do for me. I know what thyroid medicines do for me. I know what kind of care she gives me. But if you're like, she's just like cutting edge. It's not like she's a regular doctor, but it's not like a regular doctor seeing sick people.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're sick, but if you want to lose weight, I mean, I don't put you on the spot.
She does more of a holistic approach to things. She's not
she's
more
a doctor.
Yes. No, she is.
And they do a plethora of things, and we'll be talking more and more about it. You're going to hear it because we're doing it for a multitude of reasons. We're doing it because she's our friend, and we've been going to her for years. This is not a national commercial. This is somebody that we've been going to for years. You've heard us talk about her in the past.
Yeah.
But with that, we'll be posting it all. We love you, Doc. And I'm Woody Overton.
I'm Cindy Overton.
We host a True Crime Time for Wednesday, February 5th, 1970 plus 55.
And I would like to thank Miss Sandra for birthing this fine
my mama
young man.
always said, I remember going to Christian Foreman's birthday party. We were in kindergarten, and it was in Jackson, Louisiana. His daddy was the postmaster. He's dead now, Christian is. And my mama made me bring this little potted plant. Besides Christmas present, whatever it was, a water gun or some shit. And I was so fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
And my mom said, nope. Yeah. Mamas need to be remembered on birthdays too.
That's right.
And she would know because she had 7 of them.
You were the one that gave her the most pain.
That's true. That is true.
She's not afraid to tell us every time we see her.
Every year, and I'll hear it again this year, and then we got to end it with this. Right after I was birthed, and the men weren't in the room and shit back in the day, and that's when my parents smoked like probably 40 years ago. They quit smoking, and she said she woke up and she told the nurse, "You need anything?" She said, "I need a cigarette." She said, call Lee. You could smoke in a hospital room back then. She said, call Lee and tell him to bring me some cigarettes. It's like, we didn't live that far from the hospital, right? And so she called. My daddy didn't. She called him. My daddy said, tell her to bum one. And I bet he wished he hadn't said it because that's a Cindy move. She still talks about it after all these years. Hey, y'all. Woody Overton, Cindy Overton, host of True Crime Time 4. We're out of here. See you tomorrow. Peace.